This one's a little bit more complicated because when you solve equations, using, whoops, multiplication and division, it gets a little tricky the way they show up on the problem on which operation and how many steps it might take to find the answer. Division. This doesn't look right. Yeah, I'm missing an I. There's lots of I's in division. D-I-V-I-S-I. O-N. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, in math, you know, examples of the blood of the matter, they give life to the process. I can give you all the vocabulary in the world, but if you don't know how to apply it to a problem, then you're kind of stuck in a bucket. Okay, these equations will have variables. For example, okay, remember the x is never multiplication anymore in algebra. It's always an example. It's always a variable if you see an x. And if you don't see an operation, that means it's multiplying. So no sign means multiply. You might see a parenthesis. I'll try to give you as many examples as I can. Now, the inverse operation, the inverse of multiply is divide. So remember, in order to solve an equation, you want to isolate the variable by removing what's being added, subtracted, now what's being multiplied or divided. That's why I'm dividing. And fraction bar means division. Make sure you do both sides. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So you grew up with marking them out as canceling, right? Okay. And then you simplify the other side. 24 divided by 3 is 8. Now you can check your work by putting that 8 back in here. And I don't check very much, and that probably gets me in trouble. I should check more often because I would get a better grade, right? So 3 times 8. Okay, here's another way to do multiplication. Use parentheses. Does that equal 24?
Yes.
Okay. I know I'm right. Do you guys ever do that in your head?
Yes.
Good for you. You might not do it on paper, but at least if you do some mental math, you're going to be a winner on this, on the homework and on the test. If you can check your work.
When's that test?
We have, I believe, one more section. So once I find out. So no. I'll give you more of a warning than that. I'll give you a warning. We'll do a review one day, and then the test will be the next. So I won't just drop one on you without notice. Okay, any questions? No. Okay, let's do another example on, for me, I'm going to the next one. Yeah, we're going to do a division one, and then we're going to maybe see different forms. Okay, Okay, if I read this, okay, this reads x divided
by
7 equals 12.
Don't you just have to multiply 12 and 7 to get x?
Yes,
That's the fastest way.
it is. You multiply both sides by 7. You see the dot? Here's another symbol for multiplication. So multiplication's got lots of symbols. Okay. Now the reason this works, what's 7 divided by 7?
0. 1.
1. See? And they canceled, right?
Yeah.
So x equals the 84. And you can check to see if it works. So is 84, x is 84 because 84 divided by 7 is 12. Yeah, check. So that's what I love about algebra is that you have the answers at your fingertips. See, now, at the college level, this is where you got to be able to apply your operations in a story. Okay? So let's look at a story. Ready? You guys see all that? The area of a rectangle is 120 square feet.
No.
If the length is 12 feet, find the width. Of the rectangle. So this is an example of a word problem that would use either multiply or divide. So in word problems, it's best to build a picture if you can. The inside is 120 square feet. Oops.
You just go divide by 12.
Okay. Why? Shh, 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 shh. Please, gentlemen. Thank you. Okay, if the area is 120 square feet and the length is 12, find the width variable. Let's use W.
You divide.
Okay. So what's the area formula?
Area
Length
equals
times width. Right, so they gave us the area, and then the length, this was length, and then the width. So, yes, we divide. And what's the label? What's the width label? This guy was feet. The area was square feet. What's the width? The number was wrong. The label is right. 10 feet. Okay. So remember, length and width are just feet. Area is square feet. So I know you grew up with word problems. The labels were important. That doesn't change here. We still have to remember to have the proper label. That's a communication in with your boss, you know, right?
Sure.
So that's kind of a big deal. So there's going to be some multiply to find the answer problems. There's going to be some divide to find the answer problems. And then there is going to be word problems, okay, in the homework?
Yep. Can we start on our homework now?
Yes. It should be open for you now.
It's 1.7.
1.7. It's due a week from today, but if you get it done before the weekend, I'll put it in the grade book.